in 2021, following a
Y'all see
feature on
this?
Isaiah
Y'all hear
Rashad's
that?
What You Said, doing so with a whole lot of fanfare
shit
from those
tweaking
who
out.
had watched her journey. The first female MC to ever grace their roster, DoeChii insisted that she understood it was an honor.
How does it feel to be you're the first woman rapper on TDE?
Yeah.
How did that feel? I mean, there's a lot of dope ass rappers on TDE.
It is. It's a lot of pressure, but it's good pressure that I put on myself because it's like such a dope legacy. Like, it's TDE. They're like, that's hip hop. Like, real rap, that's hip hop.
Soon, she sprung into action with tracks like Persuasive and Crazy, leading to her inclusion in the XXL 2022 freshman class, alongside other upcoming names like Nardo Wick, Sofego,
Shout out Nardo.
Babyface Ray, DoeChii, Big Scar, and more. But what people might not remember is that back when she was an unknown commodity, not everyone was completely sold on her as they are today. In a clip that has been resurfacing as DoeChii became a star, Kai Cenat once roasted her on his live stream.
Tried to read me. I'm on chapter D and y'all still on the pretense. How? Back bitch. God damn.
I didn't even know she did that. I did not know she did that. Hey, did y'all see Ian's freestyle on his freshman XXL? Shit, we might watch that afterwards. Cause I've been seeing that on Twitter, and motherfuckers like, yeah, we need to apologize to Tyler, which y'all do, cause he wasn't wrong. Yeah.
I got 850s on. I ain't gonna lie, she doing her thing right now, but god damn, shit. You can obviously tell that Nicki highly is heavily inspired her, but she's doing it in her own way. Like, her flow is Nicki Minaj, but the way she's delivering it is very, I was on the deep and she came into pretend with a side, with a Nicki Minaj, with a tie, with a tie, with a tip of the tie, with a tie, 99.
But for the most part,
hey man, when you're coming up and you have different people that you look up to, I mean, you're obviously gonna be taken from them. You're gonna be taking their styles and shit like that from them until you find your own way. That's literally how it's gonna be. So, that's anybody and everybody. Until you find what's you. It's gonna take time.
the wider world first got acquainted with DoeChii on What It Is, Block Boy, a track featuring Kodak Black, which, in hindsight, many people didn't realize she was behind, reflected in comments such as this one that stated, "I've been hearing this song everywhere, never looked it up,
You know
never
what's
knew
crazy?
it was DoeChii." Surely
My buddy my best friend put me onto that song. My best friend put me onto this song. But I mean, I don't listen to it. But like, we watched it one time when we was tripping.
after that, things continued in the right direction, with DoeChii crowned Rising Star at the Billboard Music Awards
Also,
in
I am doing
2023.
laundry as well.
Thank you guys so much. I just want to thank my team, TDE, SZA, my dancers.
I am doing laundry as well. So there's a possibility that I will be leaving out to go check my laundry downstairs. The washer machine is still fucked. Hasn't been fixed yet. Still waiting on it. I was over at my sister's house. I did laundry, but I'm waiting for my shit to dry. So my shit could possibly be dry. That possibly could be it. That's possibly why, my light was tweaking, or maybe it was just, the spirits and shit like that. I don't know what it was. Frankly, I don't know. But it ain't fucking up the stream though. Let's get back to it.
This is a special night for me, cause I just want to win something. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what you just said.
thank you guys so much for everything. This is the same
Don't know
award that
what
Nicki
you just
Minaj
said,
won,
brother.
Lady Gaga won, Janelle Monáe won. So this is a huge, huge stamp.
But initially, this didn't ring any alarm bells. After grinding since 2019,
But-
a talented artist was
Yeah, I don't
rightfully
know what
getting
you
the
just said,
recognition she
but I'm
deserved.
assuming
And
that
after
you're
the
trying to
Billboard
get me to
Awards, she actually
get
predicted
more
her future in an
followers like
interview
that by
where she
paying
said
me.
that she
Fuck
would want to
you.
be at her peak in 5
I'm not doing
years.
it.
Because whether she truly knew it or not, the project that catapulted her into the mainstream was just around the corner. But for all the success it brought, the newfound fame provided the most amount
There's
of
no
scrutiny
there's
that
no
she'd ever
negativity when I
received
said
in her
that,
life.
by the way.
The project that changed everything
Love was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Go get her. Hi, I'm Peter.
for DoeChii, in both a positive and negative sense, was Alligator Bites Never Heal, a sprawling, genre-hopping mixtape released on TDE, which came together like nothing she had ever made before. Curating it, I went into the intention of context. I felt like it was necessary for me to tell my story.
See, this is what
in
happens when
detail, and in
water
many
be
different
going through me,
ways,
bro.
through many different
It
beats.
goes straight
A
through me.
record which gave us an in-depth look at DoeChii's psyche. It was renowned for its honest lyrics and eclectic production. She even opened up on Denial is a River, where she called out her label for trying to get her to write TikTok songs. She later explained in a Rolling Stone interview that those lines were being real about the tension, trying to balance the music that she wants to make with what the label expects. To her, the whole project was about figuring that out in real time. The first mixtape released by TDE since J-Rock's Black Friday in 2010, the project got a whole lot of critical praise coming out of the gate, but ultimately it underperformed commercially at first, peaking at number 124 with 11,000 records sold, and immediately...
You know, it's crazy too, because I've seen shit about that album, as in like I knew when it came out, and I told myself, damn, you know what? I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to the album. I'm gonna listen to it. And I never listened to it. I never listened to it. And I think it was, actually, I don't think, I know it was my spirit and my soul telling me, bruh, it's bullshit on the album. Like, it's good as getting a praise, but it's not nothing that you would actually resonate with and fuck with. So I'm like, hey, I still haven't listened to it. And I think also my spirit was telling me, and my higher self was telling me, like, hey, bro, like, this little run she's going on ain't gonna be long lasting. So, like, all right. She gonna say some shit that's gonna, you know, turn you off. I'm like, hey, all right, cool.
Some people got suspicious when they felt like it wasn't keeping with the level of support they saw for the project
And also
online.
they be botting
But
shit,
DoeChii's
too.
time floating on the edge of the charts was about to end, thanks to a masterclass in marketing. After strategic performances on platforms like Tiny Desk, Genius,
I
and
love
Stephen
Tiny Desk.
Colbert elevated her profile and proved that she was a dynamic performer, DoeChii also received some of the most valuable cosigns anyone could ask for. To begin with, Kendrick Lamar declared she was the hardest out on one of his rare IG stories, something which she unsurprisingly lost her mind over.
Oh, God.
Kendrick said you the hardest out.
He did.
How did that make you feel?
That was great. It's Kendrick. I was like, goddamn. He didn't say she hard. He said the hardest out.
That's right. Yeah.
Period.
Has he given you that validation offline too? Like just
We've actually never met in person. I haven't met him in person yet, but he has given me my props publicly, which is incredible.
That's dope.
And the day I meet him,
Hey, man,
ciao.
fuck them kids, man.
And while she was enthused about his
Look,
support,
the reason I
she
haven't
told Joe
seen
Budden
Junior
she didn't
in 2
believe like she
weeks,
was
and guess
actually
what?
ready
It's
to
gonna-
appear on a track alongside.
The reason I haven't seen my kids in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be longer. I'm not gonna see that little motherfucking like 4 or 5. Look, I ain't seen that motherfucker until he's 18. I'm gonna give him the blueprint of getting to the league, whether it's football, basketball, shit. I'll do baseball, soccer. Nigga, go ahead and do water polo. Either way, I'm giving him the blueprint. And he's gonna be one of them kids that, hey, you know, my dad, I've never seen him or anything. Like he said he was going out to get the milk. He said he was going out to, you know, going to get a catalytic converter for his car, and he never came back. Yeah, nigga. And then as soon as I see my last name, or maybe he'll take his mama's last name, I don't know. But my last name, and then like something $1 million. Let's say it's like $200 million deal for 5 years. That's my son right there. That's my son right there. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. I'm gonna be the best dad ever. And then if you try to come up to me like, Dad, you were never there. Son, that wasn't my purpose to be there for you. You had to learn to go through this yourself. But guess what? I'm here now. Don't be stuck in the past. The past is the past. What's that nigga Master Shifu say? Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Just be glad I'm here right now, man. Look, it's gonna be all right. Just because I wasn't here, and I'm hitting with, I apologize, son. I just had a lot of shit going on, and I had to deal with my other shit. I wasn't ready to have a kid, and I didn't want to put my demons on you. But guess what? I got rid of those, and now we move forward. Let's build our relationship now. That's how I'm gonna do it, man. That's how you got to do it. And that's how I'm gonna do Junior. He's gonna learn. So he knows I'm sending my love out to Junior wherever he's at.
Fight him.
Like your debut.
But guess what? If that nigga ends up like 50 Cent's son, the one like begging and shit, like, nigga, you'll never know me. You'll never know me. If you end up trying to beg me for fucking money, and you end up trying to go ahead and make me pay some child support that I ain't gonna pay, nigga, you will never know me. You shouldn't be worried about no fucking chop support. You need to be worried about getting in a fucking gym. You need to be worried about doing them fucking side struttle hops. You need to be worried about doing fucking plays and shit like that. Worry about that playbook, not worry about what I'm doing. Nigga, I'm out here fucking the hoes. I'm out here just living my life. Getting rid of my demons. Don't worry about me, nigga.
It's gonna come at some point. You're kicking ass right now. Just from the sound of your shit, sonically, I would expect to hear Kendrick, but I know that's not how things work. Is there an assumption that Kendrick would feature on your debut project?
Make sure y'all drink your water too. I'll tell my
your
sister to drink
style,
water
stylistically, and
That's
because
the
of your
only
close
type of advice
proximity.
I
I'm gonna say
drink
this.
your water.
I don't assume anything,
There we
and I
go.
also don't feel entitled to a Kendrick feature. But I would absolutely love that. Like that's the goal. But I'm gonna be real. I don't think I have the record right now for that opportunity. I think I would have to come a certain way, and I don't think I'm ready for it.
Nah,
I love that.
But she didn't take the same approach when she was provided with a seal of approval from Tyler, the Creator, a man she referred to herself as a super fan of. They collabed on Balloon from Tyler's Chromacopia, with the former Odd Future leader also saluting her on her creativity.
Do you know what I was thinking about too earlier that just came out of my motherfucking my brain? It just came out like just my higher self. I don't know why. I was pretty sure I was at the gym, right? But I was thinking about just Tyler's music. And I was thinking about my first time ever hearing Tyler's music on the radio. I'm a huge Tyler, the Creator fan. I was listening to that motherfucker since high school. I was like, okay, when's the first time I've ever heard Tyler, the Creator's music on the radio? Because I remember when I was young, I was like, damn, they need to play this shit on the fucking radio. He's got hits. And he could just, his shit can just go on the radio, but they're not playing it. My first time ever hearing his shit on the radio, it was See You Again from Flower Boy. And I'm like, okay. Now, why was that the first album that they started to play on the radio? And then I started going through the songs and his lyrics. And one of his songs, I Ain't Got Time, in which everybody was talking about, Tyler, one of his most controversial lines was, the next line I'll have him like, whoa, I've been kissing white boys since 2004. The most controversial line out there, in which I'm like, bruh, he said plenty of other controversial shit, but that's the one that y'all got that y'all tweaking out about. He said plenty other shit, but that's the first thing that y'all tweaking out about, right? So I'm like, you know what? I was thinking about it, and then I was like, since then, every single album since Flower Boy has been on, at least one song has been on the radio. So Flower Boy had See You Again, that was on the radio. Igor, it was Earthquake, that was on the radio. After Igor, it was Call When You Get Lost. Call When You Get Lost, it had What's Your Name on the radio. I think it had another song on there too, but I can't remember. What song it was, but I want to say it was What's Your Name was on the radio. And with his newest album, Chromacopia, it's Sticky. Sticky's on the radio. And I'm like, bro, okay. And then also, one of the things that kind of got me, like, kind of off Tyler as well. Like, I still fuck with him. I still listen to him. But one of the things that kind of got me off Tyler, I remember he never used to fuck with politics. He didn't give a fuck about voting and shit like that. And then it was one time when he posted on the story, go vote. I'm like, nigga. From a nigga who didn't give a fuck about voting, and now you're telling motherfuckers to vote. Like, bro, you all about one of the things I love about Tyler, he's about having belief in yourself, believe in yourself, and don't let anybody dim the light. And that's one of the things I fuck with, which is That's positivity. That's what I love. And it's like, yeah, give in to yourself. Self-love. But when he's talking about doing other shit, about voting and other shit that don't even matter, I'm like, in my brain, I knew. I was like, bro, all right, now you're starting to become one of those PC motherfuckers that you used to not fuck with. You be starting to become the industry motherfucker that you used to not fuck with. Which is like, all right, you going ahead, you doing what you need to do to get your money and shit like that, but it's like, you're losing yourself. And so, yeah, like I said, I still fuck with. On God, God loves me, and God loves you too, Max. I appreciate you responding through the motherfucking stream, and I appreciate you. Nothing but peace and blessings towards you, good brother. Thank you. I still listen to Tyler. He has his shit, and his shit does resonate with me, but not as much as it used to. Not even gonna cap. Tyler shit, I mean, I'll always be a Tyler fan, but it's just whenever he starts doing some bullshit. Man, what the hell? Inactivity. There we go. Talking about his inactivity. Niggas coming on my live doing what they need to do. But, yes. Alright, let's get back to it.
During his latest encounter,
shout out to Tyler. I love Tyler.
And you got DoeChii on there. DoeChii.
Genius. Love her.
Won a Grammy.
She's an alien.
How'd you discover DoeChii?
I came across DoeChii. So my YouTube
After
recommended,
this, I'm gonna go
and
and
it
check
was
out
a
my
Catfish record, or it's a Nissan Altima, whatever. It was like short. And I was like, oh, what is this? I was like, damn, this girl pretty as hell. Like, click this, and I clicked it, and I was like,
and also when you start pushing that gay shit too,
kept going and kept going. I was like, oh my god, and then I DM'd her like, I'm gonna need you in a few months or whatever.
Because bro, he was just overly acting zesty, and if he is, that's cool, but him just doing that shit, that just would turn me off. Cause like, bro, okay, there's a whole lot of gay people who just act completely normal when they chilling, but you just overtly doing it. And now he's not pushing on it, but it's like, all right, bro, I don't know what you're trying to do, but it don't even seem genuine. It seems like you're just trying to do it for a reason. You're doing it on a reason, not really being yourself.
Linked and like,
all right, I gotta get back. I'll be right back.
And even though a new star emerging often sparks hostility within that delicate ecosystem of female rap, she even got love from one of the biggest women of the game too, in Megan Thee Stallion.
I see DoeChii. I love DoeChii. I do want to do a song with DoeChii. That is on my list. That's on my album wish list.
With that, DoeChii had gone from a prospect for the future to a genuine contender for one of the biggest artists of the year. And immediately, this rang alarm bells for some, with the word industry plant suddenly being brought into the discussion around her name for the first time. But she tried to take it in her stride. Once you got any conspiracies around your career, that's just confirmation that I'm going somewhere, and I'm doing something right. When people aren't familiar with the history of an artist these days, they get suspicious. I'm pretty detached emotionally from it because I understand where it's coming from. As for her fans, they got frustrated by the idea that her rise was inorganic, rather than a case of everything finally clicking. Suddenly, an artist who was revered on the underground was now met with controversy after some felt she ascended to the top a little too quickly. And if she was hoping for that to die down, what was to come was only about to make it a whole lot worse.
Carmen used to worry about getting a deep clean before her dinner party. Now,
it's Swishy.
She uses TheraBreath's Deep Clean Antiseptic Mouthwash to kill 99.9% of germs.
And there's no alcohol, no burn, no sweat.
TheraBreath, it's a better mouthwash.
Worse. As the news broke that she received a Grammy nomination, DoeChii was ecstatic, even if she acknowledged that her label mate Schoolboy Q had been snubbed.
Who you know getting nominated off the mixtape? How does it feel right now?
It feels incredible. Honestly, I'm having sort of a deja vu. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've received this before, so I feel aligned.
I was so happy for you, but so disappointed for my guy Schoolboy Q that Blue Lips wasn't on there. Like, do you think that should have been nominated at some point?
100%. I think that Q definitely, the quality of his project, he deserved that spot as well. And I think that we both have very strong projects.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q, man.
She not only got the nod from the Academy, but received the award as well. For context, DoeChii's mixtape became only the second ever to win a Grammy, and she's now the only woman besides Cardi B to win Best Rap Album, beating out legends like Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Travis Scott, and Snoop Dogg, who've never done it. But for a moment, none of that mattered. with her fans rejoicing over how far she'd come from those old clips of her journey to now. As someone who is struggling as an artist right now, it's really refreshing and comforting to see her old videos still up on YouTube. Most artists or labels would have had those videos taken offline, and you don't get to see the years and years of struggle prior to their breakthrough moment. But all of this
that's the
praise
biggest
came
thing
at a
too.
price. As when she followed up,
That's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is, like, with me doing this YouTube shit and me doing the live stream, this shit will always be on the internet. Y'all will see my growth. Y'all gonna see my growth throughout me doing all this shit. From when I get big, it's like, damn, I used to do this shit. Me having 2 viewers, me having 1 viewer, and I'll remember it too. To me having a plethora amount, like I'm not even putting a number, it's an infinite amount of people. Like it's crazy. But one of the things he said earlier, which I fucking laughed at, when he said one of the biggest, hottest female artists, and then he said fucking Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, man, I thought you were about to say like Beyonce or something like that. Megan Thee Stallion? Like, come on now. She with that Rock Nation. Man, fuck Rock Nation.
the Grammy win by being crowned Billboard Woman of the Year, her detractors were convinced something was going on. This meant that what was supposed to be a celebratory moment had DoeChii using her speech to combat the industry plant allegations.
And I want everybody to hear me clearly when I say that it is not a button, it is our brains. It is not a machine, it is our leadership. It is not a conspiracy, it is our vulnerability. And it is not an agenda, it's God. And while I may be the one front and center who's rapping and singing and performing, I am not doing this alone. There are brilliant, savvy women on my personal and label team standing alongside me.
But not everyone was convinced, and soon, even high-profile individuals in the game were—
Now this, like, with her talking about, like, God and stuff like that, and her, like, getting shout-outs, and her just being, like, down to earth, hell yeah, like, I wouldn't even believe that I would not, I fuck with this DoeChii, I fuck with this Jayla. I don't have a problem with that. Like, this is what made me want to start listening to her. I mean, I never did. I never did, but like when she was on Tyler's album, that Balloon song, I fucked with it. I did. I fucked with the song. And when she, like, especially the vulnerability part, like, that's the shit I'm working on. Being more in tune with my emotions and not letting that run me. Like, all that shit, like, I fuck with all the shit she's saying. But it's like, once, like, now, after knowing what she did, not what she did, but what she said, all that shit is like, bruh, I can't even believe you. I can't believe you.
about to let her know that they weren't buying what she was selling, most notably Kanye West.
Yeah, who is DoeChii? Is how you say her name? DoeChii.
Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to Ye, man. He need to get his kids back.
Alongside Ye's skepticism, the always controversial Azealia Banks then got involved. Back
I don't
in
even
the
know
day,
why she's
these
famous.
two actually seemed to be on good terms, with DoeChii even trying to tap Azealia for a remix of Crazy after its release. But once DoeChii obtained her global fame, Azealia wasn't having it, claiming that all of the fame she received was part of a larger agenda that had nothing to do with music. After a fan asked her to agree that DoeChii is one of the hardest rappers out, Azealia went off. Absolutely not. Everybody has convinced themselves she's good because she's dark-skinned. And if you tell the truth and admit she's boring—
You know what's crazy? It's funny as hell that she bring the colorism into this with DoeChii, because wasn't she the one on Wild 'N Out crying because she felt that they were being colorist and they were calling her ugly because she was dark skinned? It's crazy how that shit works. That's why I don't be paying attention to motherfuckers on social media, because a lot of them are fucking hypocrites. I mean, truth be told, everybody's a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. But also I understand I'm a hypocrite and I'm not gonna be right about everything. But shit is just in my opinion and how I see things. And I can change. People can change.
you're automatically a colorist or whatever. Honestly, all these sympathy accolades she's getting could have gone to Asian Doll.
Fuck no. Fuck no. No. All this stuff could have been the shit. Honestly, those accolades and shit could have been going to anybody else. Like, I guess because she right. But I would have said, what the fuck's your name? Bruh, I'm sorry I can't remember her name. But she's R&B. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. But she's on J. Cole's. She's the only, I don't know if she's the only female on J. Cole's Dreamville label, but she's not on there anymore. But oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. I'm sure I'll think about it. You know what? Nah, I'm about to look it up right now. Fuck that. Ari Lennox. But I know she's R&B, but still, could be giving her the flowers. She's dark skinned. She's beautiful, but not fucking Queen Bond. Like, she don't even rap. She don't even fucking rap. Even if she did, she doesn't rap. I mean, I don't listen to her shit, so I wouldn't know. But she's more about fucking on niggas that kill people. She's exchanging demons. So.
Rather than back down, DoeChii flamed her, pointing out the many ways in which she triumphed where Banks had fallen down. Your brain is fried from meds. You're damn near immobile from the shots. Don't hurt yourself. You gossip about black artists to stay relevant, and it's sad. You definitely are an issue. You're only one post away from the psych ward. Stop it. Your diagnosis is wasted talent. I bowed down, kissed the ring, but Jamie, I hate to do you like this, but you're not finna bully me out my lane. I've done in 2 years of signing what you couldn't do in your career. Yeah, while DoeChii was more than within her rights to defend herself.
One thing that is crazy is that my first time seeing Azalea Banks was on Wildin' Out, but I was so confused on why she was on Wildin' Out. And I didn't see her on Wildin' Out, I just heard about the shit that happened. I just heard about her crying. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Who even is this bitch? And then after that, seeing her on social media just going on random rants and shit like that. Sometimes she be on her shit, and also I'm like, this shit is low vibrational. At the time, I didn't think it was low vibration. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I don't even know what this shit is. But one of the things I don't like to see, where I know that this is a part of like the Matrix and shit like that, and the part of what they try to get what they try to get to suck you in, is when two artists or two like creatives who are seen as, you know, they're pedestalized, when they're going back and forth creating drama and shit. Because I already know what it is. It's to distract people. It's just to distract people. It's to get people to not focus on themselves, because they're focusing on other things. Like, oh my god, Azalea Banks and DoeChii, they're into something. Or like recently happened with fucking Ken Carson and either it was Ken Carson or somebody else. I'm pretty sure it's Ken Carson and Don Toliver going back and forth. I'm like, this is bullshit. I don't give a fuck about. I don't even know why they even mad at each other. Who gives a fuck?